Alright, so another Wednesday, so another chance for me to talk about a random Quo song, and then you're of course most welcome to let me know what you think about the song in the comments below. So our random number generator has given us number 264, which takes us back to that great period of the Quos when they were doing lots of covers, and in fact their 30th anniversary album, Don't Stop, and the track Johnny and Mary. This was, as you can see, the 30th anniversary album, coming a mere 13 years after the 20th anniversary album, as the Quo jumped around to their management's whim on what would help them sell, as opposed to, let's write some good music that would sell. And so they, as a fully paid up member of the fan club at the time, see I've got my little FTMO pin badge, I got a magazine all about it, and I did believe them when they said, you know, they wanted to celebrate the 30th anniversary and do some of their favourite songs down the years and all that stuff. I think I was maybe quite clouded by the fact Thirsty Work was so bad. I was just desperate for something new, which might be a bit better. And for the main part, I found Don't Stop a lot better than Thirsty Work. Not that the bar was very high. So, I mean, it didn't turn out to be a hard-rocking Quo album, but it at least was something listenable. And because I guess when you're covering songs, you're covering, in the main, what should be decent songs. So you don't have to worry about the songwriting, which I felt slightly lacking on their previous album. But anyway, Johnny and Mary is a Robert Palmer song, which I only knew from the Rhino TV adverts. And according to this, Rossi used to play the riff on his guitar when it first came out, and Andy said he would join in. And then they say they were then reminded about it by said Rhino adverts. So it was a song obviously included on the album. So for this review, I went and I had to listen to the original today, and it was not how I remembered it. I think maybe Quo's version had clouded me as to how it went, so I actually went and checked for the Rhino advert to see if it was the original they used, or they'd maybe got a re-recording of it, but no, it seemed to be the original. I just found it was the main kind of guitar or instrumental hook bit, the main kind of riff, it just seemed kind of subdued and kind of a bit buried down in the mix in the original. But there you go. But also while searching for that on the YouTube, I came across a Brian Ferry version, which is terrible. So anyway, yes, I do prefer the Quo to the original. I think the original's a bit more melancholy and kind of Quo maybe made it a bit more happy and nice. Yes, Quo maybe made it a bit more happy and nice, or maybe a little bit more inoffensive. I don't know. I think probably if I read through this, they'll probably say it somewhere. They always talk about when they take a cover song, they Quo it up. I don't think they've done that here. I think when you go through, obviously Quo have done a lot of covers on their albums, but when you're doing, 8-10 track album and you stick on one cover and you kind of Quo it up, it kind of fits in with the album. But when you're doing 16 songs, they didn't seem to Quo them up at all. It just seemed just a whole bunch of cover songs. You knew they were cover songs, as opposed to if you went back to some of the covers they put their Quo identity on. And this is certainly the case with Johnny and Mary. I think they've Quo'd it up at all. The arrangement seems pretty much the same. And it's just, I think Jeff Rick talks about it in there, there's no drum fills on it. They've just kept the backing track very solid and very metronomic, and haven't just Rick is doing the kind of the cool rhythm, but it's not that high in the mix, and it's just kind of chugging along with the song. So they haven't really. It might be better if they'd focused a bit on that and then really rocked and Quo'd it up. I watched the performance from Brixton Academy for the album launch, and both him and Rhino are on stools to play this, which I guess is probably to get that tight rhythm, to get it proficient, really hit the marks. Keep it like that. It's much easier to be sitting down to play it. But you think that was mine, so it was like you didn't need to sit in a seat to mime it. You could just do whatever you want, standing up and rocking out. But yeah, it's very, I guess, a precise backing track they've done for it. And I think it's nicer sounding and better sounding, as in the mix is better, and Ross's kind of lead guitar playing the kind of the hook of the main musical lick, it's much higher. And you could say, yeah, it's kind of sanitized and made kind of sweet and nice. But that's nice. The little tune is the best bit of the song, because there's not really any big chorus, or kind of verses and choruses kind of morph. It's more just a kind of lyrics from start to finish. And so it is about that little musical lick. And so I think Quo's version is quite nice from that point of view. Obviously Robert Palmer was ahead of his time with the lyrics. He's talking about Johnny needs the world to confirm he's not lonely. Obviously needing thousands of people he doesn't know to like his YouTube video, and then he'll know he's not lonely. And obviously thousands of people are not going to like this video because it doesn't get thousands of views. Although, oddly, episode 3's had 2,000 views. None of the other episodes have got to 1,000 yet. We'll put that down to YouTube's algorithm. But yes, Robert Palmer on the anxiety of social media and getting your likes back in 1980. So yeah, I kind of guess I categorise this song as occasional listen, as today was the first time I've listened to it in goodness knows how long. But it was nice enough. It's probably quite a good song for an advert because it's complete background music. Certainly Quo's version is very background music. It's very inoffensive, very nice, for want of a better word. Just kind of pleasant in the background, but it doesn't, I don't know, doesn't really bring out any other emotion other than that was a nice wee listen. I can move on and listen to something else, which is actually more that can be said for the Brian Ferry version, which I couldn't stomach much more than about 30 seconds of. Robert Palmer, I nearly managed to listen to the whole thing, but it was just seemed to drag. So yeah, sacrilege to a lot of people. I'd say Quo's version is the best of what I've heard. So yes, that was Johnny and Mary from Don't Stop. I don't think there was anything amazing in this. They all seem to like it, which is I have to read through. Well, obviously, if I ever have to review any of the other songs, I'll see what people's saying that, whether they loved every song on the album. But yes, Johnny and Mary from Don't Stop. That's episode 9. I assume episode 10's next. Before then, you can listen to some Vantage Point, or you can just turn the video off now.